Why are kids leaving? Any particular reason?
Are they leaving now?
Yes, there were 11 people, earlier 12, then back to 11.
No idea. Good morning, everyone. Jai Jinendra. Can, can you all unmute?
I can. Morning, Umaran.
Not everyone can unmute.
Okay.
Yash hasn't joined, so
No,
is there?
no problem. Do you want to ask someone else if anyone is keen to say a prayer? Anyone? Leher, Ishika? Would any of you would like to say a prayer today?
Rashmi, you mind joining starting the class in 5 minutes? The only thing is the Sanskrit class will be finishing now.
Oh.
Give 3 minutes so then the kids are there so they can join this class back.
All right, no problem. We'll wait. We'll hang on.
Okay.
Prachi, is Sanskrit class not happening on the same ID? It's happening on that treasury wala ID.
Yes.
But the kids are there, no? Shiksha.
Yeah.
Let's give them 2 more minutes to join.
Yeah.
What happened to the music? Could we have that?
I can do that. Yeah,
That's
just hold
beautiful.
on.
Thank you. Prachi, can you please post and ask children to join on the Gyanshala group that after your Sanskrit class, please join. Good morning, everyone. Jai Jinendra to all of you. So how's it going, Sanskrit class? How many of you have attended? Give me a wave. How's it going? How was it?
Excuse me.
Yes?
Can you tell me when the Sanskrit class happened? Because my mother is asking.
Okay, so it happens every day, Monday to Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m.
What's the meeting ID and password?
It's shared on the WhatsApp group, but if you want, Prachi auntie can send you as well. If you look in the Gyanshala WhatsApp group, it's there, or
Okay.
even in the Gyan group. Are you a part of it?
No, but I want to join it.
Okay, Bittu, I'll send your mummy. Just ask her to get in touch with us. So I'll send your mummy all the details. She will have to register for that course, but it is an amazing course to increase your memory power. So ask your mummy to get in touch with us and I'll send her all the details.
Can you send it in JBB Gyanshala group because she has it?
Oh, perfect. Just send, because I don't know your mummy's name, like what's your mummy's name to get in direct contact with her. So just ask her to send me a hello, hi in there that I'm Leher's mom, so I can get in touch with her.
Her name is Megha. MEGA.
Megha. Okay.
Or Prachi, you could just write on the chat here and she can note it down.
Look.
How about that? Okay.
Okay.
So, are we all ready to start our session today? So, I'm going to share my screen.
Rashmi, are there any other announcements before you start?
No, the only announcement is from next week, we are going to have a Christmas break. So no Gyanshala till the 9th. So 9th is going to be your first Gyanshala after your Christmas break, 9th January. And we all want you all to join the Sanskrit class. If you've still not joined or enrolled, it started from today. Today was the first lesson of Sanskrit, and it's from 10 to 11 UK time. It's 1 hour class. Okay, Monday to Saturday. So if you've still not enrolled, you can do so still. You can get in touch with Prachi auntie, yes, and you can register.
Can you just send me all in the chat so I'll just note it down?
We will, Leher. We will.
Thank you.
And I think Yesh have joined.
Yes, so sorry. I think I should stop sharing. Sorry. So good morning, Yash. We are very pleased to have you join our session today, and we are waiting for you to start the prayer. Go ahead. Please keep your video on.
Hello.
Jai Jinendra. Yash.
Jai Jinendra, ma'am, can I start?
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
Ma'am, I told you that I will sing that Anurad Geet.
You can say whatever you know. Any prayer bhajan. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am, I can tell it by sing.
Yeah. You can sing it any way you like.
Thank you, ma'am. नैतिकता की सुर सरिता में जन जन मन पावन हो, संयममय जीवन हो, संयममय जीवन हो, अपने से अपना अनुशासन, अनुव्रत की परिभाषा, वर्ण जाति और संप्रदाय से मुक्त धर्म की भाषा, छोटे छोटे संकल्पों से, छोटे छोटे संकल्पों से मानस परिवर्तन हो, संयममय जीवन हो, संयममय जीवन हो, मैत्री भाव हमारा सबसे प्रतिदिन बढ़ता जाए, समता सह अस्तित्व समन्वय नीति सफलता पाए, शुद्ध साध के लिए नियोजित, शुद्ध साध्य के लिए नियोजित, मात्र शुद्ध साधन हो, संयममय जीवन हो, ओ संयममय जीवन हो, विद्यार्थी या शिक्षक हो, मजदूर और व्यापारी, नर हो नारी बने नीतिमय जीवन चर्या सारी, कथनी करनी की समानता में गतिशील चरण हो, संयममय जीवन हो, ओ संयममय जीवन हो, नैतिकता की सुर सरिता में जन जन बन पावन हो, संयममय जीवन जीवन हो, संयममय जीवन हो. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, Madam Yash, that was a very beautiful recitation. Was it part of Arat Vandana?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, it was a Anurad Geet.
Anuvrat Geet. And do you know who wrote it?
Ma'am, Acharya Shri Tulsi.
Acharya Shri Tulsi. So, Khub Anumodna. Very well done, Yash. Children, I hope
you, ma'am.
you enjoyed the prayer and hope you too come up
Thank you,
every week, take your turns and say the prayer. Very well done, Yash. Thank you. And what did the prayer, the one line that I can recall, Sayam mein Jeevan Byateet karna, to lead your life in a principle and moral, with moral values and principles. And that's what our topic is of today. I'm just going to share my screen today.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. Can everyone see the screen? Can everyone see the screen?
Yes, yes, we can.
Oh, no problem. Okay. So my topic for today is 5 vows. So has anyone heard the term Panch Mahavrat? Anyone? Who follows the 5 vows? Does anyone know?
Sadhu and Sadhvi.
Very correct, Rachit. Sadhu and Sadhvis follow the Panch Mahavrat. And who advocated, who showed us the path of this Panch Mahavrat? Which Bhagwan?
Mahavir Bhagwan.
Mahavir Bhagwan. Yes. And why did he show this path? What was the ultimate goal?
To show people the right path.
Yes, but what? But for James, what is the ultimate goal? Why do we need to follow this path?
Liberation.
Yes, the ultimate goal is for liberation. So Mahavir advocated the path of Dharam, which involves strict asceticism. Now, what does the word asceticism mean? The life of living a holy life of a saint, monk, and nun, and renunciation. So, what do you renounce? What do you give up? When you become a nun, what do you give up?
You give up everyday day-to-day life things, your family and
Worldly things.
Yes. So all your physical possessions, all your material possessions, all of those. And moral cultivation. What is moral cultivation? Those values that you need to practice to follow the path of Dharma. And how did he ask, through which way? How did he, what was the path he showed? Through the 3 jewels. And what were the 3 jewels? Right belief, right knowledge, right conduct. And it is also known as Samyak Gyan, Samyak Darshan, and Samyak Charitra. And from these 3 jewels emerged these 5 vows. So to go on the path of Dharam and to practice, how can they practice right belief, right knowledge, right conduct? To practice this, you have to take some vows. And these are the 5 vows. Ahimsa, non-violence; Satya, truthfulness; Asteya, not stealing; Aparigraha, non-acquisition or non-possession; and Brahmacharya, chastity, chaste living. So there are 2 forms of the 5 vows. One is known as Mahavrat. So the 5 great vows, they are followed by whom? Jain monks and nuns. And what do we follow? Does anyone know the term that we ordinary people follow? We also follow some vows, but a little more flexible. They are known as Anuvrat. They are the lesser vows followed by Jain lay people or ordinary people, and they are less strict version of the great vows. Yeah, it's not possible for us to follow strictly, rigidly the 5 Mahavrats. So the first one, let's go to the first one. The first one is Ahimsa. So can anyone say what does
Hello, ma'am. Hello,
Ahimsa
ma'am.
mean? Yes.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Can you show me the slide before one, because I didn't understand?
Okay, tell me which one. This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So our Jain nuns, monks, apne jo sadhu, sadhvis, yes. And even Samniji, I wouldn't say to full degree, they don't follow the Mahabharat. They have been given some flexibility because, you know, they have to travel abroad. They've come here. Their sole purpose is to teach, spread the knowledge and spread our religion. So all our sadhu, sadhvis, if you've seen in India, if you have happen to ever notice them, they all have to, when they take the Diksha and they practice these 5 great vows. All they have to do these. Because
Okay.
ultimate, they know their goal is to achieve liberation. Their goal is to achieve moksha. So they are
Hello,
not
ma'am.
Mahavrat. Okay. And what we all as ordinary people, we will follow the vows, but they're not as strict as the Mahavrats because it's not
Hello,
possible.
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I was telling, sorry to interrupt. Ma'am, I was telling that I can't explain ahimsa, but living ahimsa, all 4 I can explain.
Okay, when I come to that, you can go ahead and explain. So
Okay, ma'am.
this for Leher Anuvrat is for all us ordinary people. They won't be as rigid as the Mahavrat, more flexible in our day-to-day life. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ahimsa, Yash, do you want to say? You want to add up?
Ma'am, I don't know ahimsa. Actually, I
Ahimsa.
learned it in my history book.
Okay, no problem. Ahimsa simply
Ma'am, it are the main tenets of Jainism.
okay, this is the first core, most important thing. And this we all try and practice in our daily life. But for Jain monks and nuns, it means non-violence. For all of us, it means non-violence. It means to be utterly harmless. So you do not harm any living creature, to the smallest of life to the biggest one. So that from the largest mammal to the smallest bacteria, we do not hurt any living creature. Even we try and follow it, and even monks and nuns have to follow it. And ahimsa is not just in a physical way. So if you think just physically harming, ahimsa is not limited to that. Even through your thoughts, if you think badly of someone, if you think, oh no, sometimes we do say, oh, I wish I could kill him, you know. Or if you even think about hurting someone, oh, I hope he falls down. Any bad thought towards anyone, that also leads to ahimsa. So it is more than not doing violence. It is more than an attitude. It is a whole way of life. So for us Jains, we try and not hurt any living creature. And in our Jain way of living, how do we do it? Through we try and be more tolerant. We inculcate forgiveness and compassion. Those beliefs are also taught to us. Through these beliefs only we can practice ahimsa. If you're more forgiving, if you're more compassionate for the smallest of creature, yes. So Jain way of practicing ahimsa is not just a physical one, but it also Jain also claims importance to, you know, you are how you believe, how you practice, how you think, your attitude. You're going to be tolerant, you're going to be more forgiving, compassionate to all those who are less fortunate. So also through other means like charity and all those things, you are going to be more giving. So let's come to the next one. So the first one was ahimsa. The second one is,
Sorry, Rashmi, to interrupt.
yeah.
Just one question for ahimsa. Sorry, I'm interrupting in between just to understand
Yeah.
and just to ensure that kids also taken in the correct way.
Yeah.
Correct way in the sense. So just want to put up a question to kids in terms of, we said that Jain monks and nuns are trying to avoid hurting any largest as well as the smallest mammals, right?
Yeah.
So can you just give any example that how it can relate to the smallest mammal or bacteria kind of thing?
Yeah, we will come to that. It is there in my.
Okay, fine. Sorry for interruption.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Satya is the vow to not lie. The word Satya, you know, you've heard, always say the truth. Hamesha sach bolna. The word sach comes from the word Satya, to always speak the truth. It is the vow. So when all our Jain munis and nuns, sadhu sadhvis, they take diksha. Among the 5 Mahavrat is also Satya. They've taken the vow. They will never say any false thing, any falsehood. It's always going to be the truth. So Jainism insists that one should not only refrain from falsehood, but should always speak the truth, which should be wholesome and pleasant. So they cannot twist around. They will have to say what it is. And if by saying anything it will cause pain, hurt, anger, or death, they'll rather remain silent. For them, it is best to remain silent if it is going to hurt anyone. So, but these are for all the saints and monks and nuns. It's for them to practice. In our daily life also, we also need to speak the truth, but sometimes we have to see the circumstance, and we may, change the way we say. Of course, we don't want to lie, but sometimes if you don't want to hurt someone, we can twist around and say it in a different manner. So the truth is not just about physical words coming out. It is also in the mind also. They have to think like that. So all their actions, all the 5 vows that they take, it's not just in the physical form, also from their mind, from the speech, mind, and deed also, they should not do it. If they are not hurting even from the mind, from the thought, they should not have any of those thoughts coming in the mind. If they are speaking, then also those thoughts, they cannot say anything to hurt someone. They cannot even think like that. So truth is to be observed in speech, mind, and deed. One should not utter an untruth, ask others. So even if you say someone else to say false on your behalf, that also is not accepted. They cannot do that also. The third one is non-stealing, achaurya or asteya. So non-stealing. Stealing, what do you mean by the word stealing? You take someone else's things without asking, that is stealing by unjust or immoral methods. So one should be very honest in their action, thought, and speech. Even you can't think, the nuns and all, they can't even think, they've got that thing. Now even I want that. Even that thought cannot come in their mind to possess someone else's things. They can't even think. Physically is not allowed. Even thinking about is not allowed. One should not steal, ask others to do so, or approve of such activities. And they don't cook their own food in India. If you ever happen to observe, they have to go to Jain ordinary people's homes and ask for gotri, that is accepting alms. So do you think they will take more than what is required for a meal? No, they will only take that much amount of food in their patra, in their wooden bowl, than what is needed for that particular time. They cannot keep it for next day. I'm going to eat it tomorrow. No, only whatever they need for that lunch, they will take for that. So to take more than one's need is also considered theft in Jainism. The fourth one is celibacy, chastity, or brahmacharya. Now monks are required to observe this vow strictly and completely. So that means when they've taken the diksha, they renounce all possessions. That will, they not own any physical possessions, or they renounce all relationships. So all the relationships with their family, with their friends, emotions, and even desire to do anything, that is also not allowed once they take diksha. And next one is non-attachment, non-possession, or aparigraha. We have come across this topic many times before. You children have even talked about it, done a presentation before. So aparigraha means, the word means non-possession. They do not
Detachment towards worldly things.
Yes, all worldly things, and it means not owning anything. So they won't own anything. So material things, just like how you and me own a house, our books, our clothes, our property, they will not own anything. They cannot say this is mine. No. Relationships, we all have a parents, father, mother, wife, spouse, children, friends, even enemies, but they can't say, this is my friend, he's my enemy. No. Once they've taken a vow, they renounce all such thing. For them, everyone is equal. Pleasure of five senses. Now, you and me, if we see something nice, we appreciate it, right? We say, oh wow, that's such a pretty flower. But for them, they do not. For them, everything is equal. They have to practice equanimity. Like, they see it, obviously, because it's in front of them, but they're not going to react to it. For them, it's everything is the same. So similarly, if once they get good gochuri, if maybe they eat halwa or something, how we appreciate food, we say, wow, this was so yummy. They will not say that. So whatever it is, they will eat the way it is without feeling any reaction to it. For them, everything is same. So even feelings, pleasure and painful feelings towards any objects. So if they hurt themselves, and suppose when they're walking, in India, they have to travel, they don't use any transport. They have to travel from one place to another on foot. And many of them are barefoot. And if they hurt, are they going to sit down and worry about it and talk about it? No, they will let it pass. It was their karma. They had to overcome it. They'll go through it without any reaction. And similarly, if they have the equanimity towards music, if they're walking by on roads, if they come across some heavy traffic, some noise, some loud music, we all ordinary people, we enjoy. Oh, that's such a lovely music. Oh, I like that song. But no, for them, all noise is same. So the same with good and bad smell. We all react to, if we come pass through some bad smell, how we react. We have a very strong reaction, but they will not give any reaction. And it is for all sorts of five senses, good and bad smell, soft and hard objects, for touch, beautiful and dirty sights. For them, they practice equanimity. Everything is same. So no reaction. They will see it because, of course, their eyes and ears, everything is open, but they will not react. That is non-possession. And they do not possess anything other than the bare, maybe they have one or two pair of clothes, the bare minimum that which are told to them, which are given to all saints and monks and nuns, the simple white robe they have that they wear, and they have their wooden bowl, just a wooden bowl. That is their only utensil. They can't own anything. That is just given to them because they need something to eat their food in. So those are the bare essentials that they have. And they're focused when they eat food, it is not for taste. They can't say, oh, yummy, tasty food. Today's food, gochri was good and yesterday was not good. They cannot have any such reaction. They eat food not for taste, but for survival, with the intention to continue to progress spiritually and ultimately to attain liberation. Because with that intention, they had taken Diksha, they had taken the vow that we want to go on this journey because we want to attain moksha. That is liberation. They want to be, liberation is to break the cycle of life and death, isn't it? So is aparigraha only limited to physical aspect, only to physical things? Anyone? What do you think? Is aparigraha only about owning physical things or anything else? Can anyone say anything? Children?
It also means not to be attached to your family members.
Yes. So can we say that it also means attachment to your thoughts?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So Parigraha asks us to not cling to things of this world. The belief that all things come and go and holding on to anything will lead to suffering only. So we can say that aparigraha is sometimes translated as non-holding. So you do not even hold on to things, or non-greed. And its simplest forms, it asks us to not be greedy. However, it's also interpreted as non-grasping, non-attachment. And in a more profound sense, aparigraha is instructing us to let go of our attachment to everything and be okay with it. So even your thoughts also, even if suppose you had a disagreement with someone, you've had a fight with someone, you can't hold on to it. You will have to even let go of that emotion. So all our Jain Munis, our saints, nuns and monks, they cannot hold on to any such thought also. They have to let it go. If maybe they've talked to someone, they've had some sort of a disagreement, they can just let it go. They do not hold on to it. So aparigraha is in all ways, physical and even emotions also. So let's come to some true and false, where, you know, what Vikas uncle was saying, maybe we can discuss more things about it then. So who is going to read the first one? Let's do some true and false to clear your doubts. Can someone come up and say the first one? Because I can't see the names. Would someone like to say the first one?
Can I say?
Yes, please go ahead.
In Jainism, harm done to other beings is considered harm to oneself since it attracts bad karma.
So do you understand this statement first of all?
It's true.
Does everyone understand the statement? In Jainism, harm done to other beings. So if you harm other beings, do you harm your own self? Because you attract bad karma by harming other beings?
Yes.
True or false?
Yes, it's true.
It's true. Because even though you didn't harm yourself, you harmed some other creature, other living being. But you attracted bad karma because you have to pay for whatever you've done. And that's why this statement is true.
It's true.
Who's going to read the second one?
Can I
do it?
Yes, one by one, please. Yes.
Jain monks cover their mouths with a white muslin cloth as they want to avoid eating more food.
Okay, have you ever observed, like you see some Nijis over here, they also wear that white mupatti on their mouths. And even in India, if you've ever happened to see Jain monks and nuns, they always wear white mupatti. So over here it says white muslin cloth. So what is the purpose? Is it because they don't want to overeat? Do you think? No.
No, it is false. It is
One by-
false.
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 False. But what is the reason?
The reason is that because they don't want to kill the small living beings in the air.
Right. And they don't want to ingest it while talking, or while eating food. Of course, while eating food, you have to keep it. But while talking also, they don't want to ingest any smallest of creature in their mouths. They want to avoid ahimsa, and that's why they cover their mouths. That is false. So not because they don't want to eat more food, but because they want to practice ahimsa. Who's going to read the third one?
Me.
Can I read?
Can you please say your name, because I cannot see the participants?
Can I say Leher?
Okay. First Leher. Okay. Shiksha, can you please call out one by one, because I cannot see them? Or Prachi, if you're there. Okay, Leher first.
Yeah. Asking others to commit violence would also amount to ahimsa.
Do you believe that asking others to commit violence would also amount to ahimsa? So you don't do it yourself, but you ask someone else to commit violence. True? Is it true?
True.
Okay. And why do you think so? I can say because you didn't do it. You physically didn't do it.
Because you are wishing harm on the other person.
Yes, you're wishing with your thoughts also. We should not harm anyone. That's correct. Next one. Who's going to read the next one?
Can I read?
Ma'am?
Yes, Yesh. I think Yesh wanted to read.
It's true.
Yes. Yes, please go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Ma'am, actually I have came downstairs.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, Yesh. Who else wants to
Okay,
read?
sorry ma'am.
Can I read?
Yes, actually, I can't see the. I can see the names, but there are no videos on, so I can't imagine who's saying that I want to read.
Can I please request you all to keep your videos on? It's
Hello
just-
ma'am.
Yes.
Can I read?
Ma'am.
Can I read, please?
Yes, Anna, go on.
Okay. Jain monks may be observed treading and sweeping in their temples or pashray with the utmost of care.
Yes. So have you seen in India, if you've ever happened to see our Jain monks, and they always have that little, what is it called? That 2-3 different words. Prachi, can you help?
Punjini.
Punjini or some other, there are different words it's known.
Rajoharan.
Okay, I can't do it.
Rajoharan, I think, is less popular. I think
The last.
Charola, I think
It's true.
Charola is also a
It's true.
word. So, okay. Can I explain? Okay. So there is like this woolen piece of thing, strands to it, like a little, to sweep away. So they use that whenever they sit down or even while walking also. Have you all seen that?
Yes.
Is it true or false? Have you seen that?
True.
Statement true or false?
It's true.
It's true. And why do they do it? Why do they do it?
Everyone said it.
Why do they do it? Can anyone explain?
If he asked.
Okay, can I please have background noise? Can you please?
So, is it to brush away any microorganisms that are?
Yeah, because they want to avoid hurting any living creature, and it's a very gentle charula or punjini as it's called. It's a very gentle sweep, so it will not really harm the little living creature. So gently, whenever they sit down, they make sure they clean the floor before they sit down. So this statement is true. Who wants to read the next one? You can have your video on. You can raise your hand. It makes it easier for Prachi auntie to spot you.
True.
Ryan, you want to go ahead, beta?
Yes, please. Jade monks and nuns can appreciate food given as good.
Do you understand what it means when they can appreciate? Can they say, oh, today's food was yummy and yesterday was good?
It's false.
False. Yes. Because they have to practice. What do they practice? What is the word I said? They practice what? They practice equanimity. That means samta bhav, that everything is fine, normal. Everything is because they eat food for survival and not for taste. For them, it's all
Everything is
equal.
equal.
Yes, that's true. So next one, 6th. Who's going to read out?
Hinal, you want to go ahead, beta?
Okay. Jain monks and nuns can go and visit their family and friends anytime.
Do you think it's possible?
False.
False.
They've been
False.
practicing detachment from family
Detachment, yes.
members.
It is one of the vows. So it is false. They have no relationship, no friends, no enemies, and no family.
Can I say the next one?
Yes, please.
Jain nuns and monks are only allowed white clothes. It's true.
It's true. And do you know why? What does white signify?
Peace.
Purity. Peace.
Purity, positivity, yes, no distraction. So that's why only
Peace.
yes. Peace, purity. It also signifies purity. Okay. Okay, so 5 vows in the right blank. So you have to choose one of the 5
Ahimsa.
vows. Okay, we are having some background noise. Children, if you have some background noise, please mute yourselves.
Bacha log, you only put to raise your hands and keep muted. When you want to answer, unmute and mute back again, beta.
Okay, Prachi, you can call out who wants to read the first line.
I'll just pick up people even if they're Aarti and Ashi. Can I have one of you to read the next one, please?
Do not injure, abuse, oppress, enslave, insult, torment, torture, or kill any creature or living being.
So which of these 5 vows this line represents?
Ahimsa.
Ahimsa, that's correct. Next one.
Can I have Aryaman to read, please?
Lord Mahavir has said that that wants and desires have no end, and only the sky is the limit for them.
So which vow is this? What should we practice?
I'm not sure.
So we did 5 vows. Who wants to sum up all the 5 vows first of all? Is there anyone who can give all the 5 words?
Boy, please. Janaji.
Rachit?
I
Say,
Sorry?
can I say?
Rita.
Janisha.
Yes, Janisha, go on.
So the first one is?
Ahimsa,
Yeah.
Satya,
Yeah, very good. Third?
Asti,
Asteya, that is not stealing. Okay.
Brahmacharya.
Brahmacharya, that is no relationship. Then?
Yeah. Last one is, I think,
Aparigraha.
aparigraha.
All children, please recite this word. It's called aparigraha. Means non-possession. No possession. You do not own anything. Okay? Non-attachment and non-possession. It means both. Aparigraha. So Lord Mahavir has said that wants and desires have no end and only the sky is the limit for them. Do you believe in that statement? That we have infinite wants and desires. There's no stop at any time. So which one of this vow?
Brahmacharya.
Sorry?
Brahmacharya.
Aparigraha. It is aparigraha.
Okay.
It's hard for me to understand if there are 2-3 more noises coming. I can't make up.
Okay, can I ask Khush or Man to read the next one, please?
Jain monks may be observed and sweeping in their temples with the utmost of care so as to avoid accidental crushing crawling insects.
Okay. So which of the 5 vow does this statement represent? Why they don't, why they sweep before they tread? Or
Ahimsa.
Ahimsa, correct. Because they do not want to hurt any first of living beings.
Kill insects.
Yes. Okay.
Krish, can I ask you to read, Peter?
Anger, greed, fear, and jokes are the breeding grounds of untruth.
Of untruth. Can you say which vow is this? Okay, can someone else say it?
Satya.
Satya, that's correct. Anger, greed, fear, and jokes are the breeding grounds of untruth. So one untruth leads to several other untruths. Next one, who's going to read the next one?
Kavya, are you there? Kavya, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, can you please read the next one?
Okay. Anger, greed, fear, and jokes are the breeding grounds of untruth.
Beta, that is done. Just after that.
I can't see that properly. Oh
Okay,
yeah, it's here now.
Dhruv,
It's here
can you
now. It's
see
here
if
now.
it?
Yeah, monks
Okay.
and nuns do not eat food or for taste, but for survival.
So which vow does this represent?
Um,
Remember the word that I said, that they practice equanimity.
You're just there. Just push yourself. You're right. You're on the right
After the
track.
5 vows.
Aparigraha.
Okay. Aparigraha. Say it again.
Aparigraha.
Aparigraha. Graha.
Aparigraha.
Very good. Good girl. Okay. So let's have some debate or QA round. Do you agree with the Jain philosophy of aparigraha? Do you believe that it is possible for us to practice aparigraha? Or do you think it is impossible? So aparigraha means owing, means non-possession. But for us, do you think we can draw a line and say, I think I've bought enough. Suppose for these 6 months I've bought enough and I need to stop. I don't need to buy anymore. Or even with thoughts also. Do you think it is possible for us to practice or not? Your thoughts on it? You can help me elaborate on this.
I think it is bit tough, but can be practiced, because sometimes you think you have to keep up with the fashion and have to buy more clothes.
How about thoughts also, children? Do you think aparigraha is also non-attachment? Do you hold on to your thoughts also? If you've had a fight with someone, if you had a disagreement with someone, do you find it easy to let go, or do you hold on to it for a long time?
It's not very easy to let go of thoughts that have been, it's like a scar that in your memory, and it will stay there, but it won't stay there. It might be hard to forget.
Yeah, but what will happen if we hold on to that thought? Ultimately, who's losing out in that? Ultimately, who it's hurting you, right? Even thinking and remembering again and again. Anyone else wants to say on it?
You can practice it to an extent.
Yeah, of course, we can all practice it to some extent. Difficult, but yes.
Rashmi, I have one question on this.
Yeah.
Maybe that can be taken as a debate.
Yeah, sure. Vikas, you can go ahead. Sure.
Yeah. So my question is, I'm just giving an example. So let's say I know the weather is very tough in London. Most of the time it's winter. So just want to put up a question to all the kids. Let's say if I'm going outside and buying 2 pair of shoes,
yeah,
okay, and bringing it just in thought that the weather is not so good and I would require to have 2 pair of shoes for myself. Would that be considered as a parigrah? There
So
is
sorry,
an
you said you
underlined
have.
statement. There's an underlined intention of that statement of that example which I have said it. Now, just want to understand that would that be considered as a parigrah?
Vikas, sorry, but I didn't get your question.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll repeat my question. So my question is, I'm going to shop 2 pair of shoes and bring at home. And after 1 month, 1 pair has been lost. But I didn't react on that. So would that be considered as a aparigrah?
I don't think so. It's my view, kids. You can have your view as well. What I think is, on the first instance, you shouldn't have bought two together. So you didn't follow a parigraha.
Yeah.
No, but my intention is not to attach with the pair of shoes, but I'm looking into the future consideration in sense of that if the weather is where I'm just assuming the scenario, considering the future impact. It will be either a weather impact or it will be a kind of lockdown which might happen for next 3 months or 5 months. if I'm considering the scenario and with that intention, I'm going to buy 2 pair of shoes,
So
would
Vikas,
that be called as a aparigraha?
no, that would not be called, because this is with the same intention that we start hoarding things. So
Yeah.
when we go out, it starts with like, I have to attend this thing, or I have to go there, or I have to do this thing or that thing. And hence we end up buying one pair of shoes, then second pair of shoes. So at the back of our mind, we have a reason to buy it. However, the aparigraha philosophy, it states that you should be satisfied with only just one pair of shoes, and that's since it's necessary. So once the hoarding starts and once you start creating reasons for buying more and more stuff, the aparigraha logic is lost there.
I totally agree with you, Shiksha. The minute you think that you need 2 pair of shoes, that itself created it. You could have done with 1 pair. But the minute you go out to buy 2, which was not required, I feel so that is not a parigraha.
Kids, what are your views on this?
Is Vandami here? Maybe she can also throw some light on it, Samniji.
Yes, of course.
Thank you, Vandami. Vandami Naman Sami, Samniji.
Om Arham to all teachers and students, and very bright Saturday morning today. So, the collection, hoarding, and it is a human instinct, because even all living beings, suppose that there is a small ant and it can collect a small piece of grain, then it goes and put it somewhere else and come back and store it. Even carry in the mouth, they don't have any pocket. So it is instinct in all jiva. So this hoarding is the common instinct of the living being. And the path of monks and nuns is totally opposite to this. And the teaching of Bhagavan Mahavir, that if you have mindness, suppose our kids have 3 pairs, one school pair, one outgoing pair, one normal pair, or some house pair. So like, you all have 3, 4, 5, sometime maybe more than that. So in this context, if you have mindness so much attached, as Vikas narrated, that one lost. So if it is lost, or sometimes some of your friend, they requested, can I have, or I have difficulty, and can I get you, 1 or 2 from you? And in that time, if you can share, so it means you have less mindness. So the attachment is the main crux of aparigraha. Some people, they have lot, but not much attached. But some people have less and more attached. So that thing, on the time, if your relative, your friends, your family, someone asks you, can I have it? And then, no, this is mine. I can't share. So that type of mentality is parigraha. In Prakrit language, mucha parigaho vutto. The parigraha is murcha. Murcha means mindness, attachment. And sometimes if small thing lost, people are so much upset. Small thing broken, so much upset. Someone taken or someone requested, okay, can I have? Even your friend, your family member. And then inside you are not so happy. So this is the crux of aparigraha, and that could be practiced. Even you are not ascetics, but you can practice. And very good rule in our congregation, like I have 2 hanky, 2 specs, 4 saris, 2 kavach, my upper coat, and one sweater, one this, one shawl. So we have a written list. So we have to take, and we are not allowed to use more than that. But even though whatever I have, and someone's patra broken, someone's something happened, and at that time the congregation say, okay, Pratya Pragya, you have 3 pots, and someone's pot is totally destroyed in a car, in an accident or somewhere else. So please distribute your 3 pots in each of all these 3 nuns. And then I can't say, no, I don't want, because I put lot more effort making one pot by polishing them, and it take 1 month to get ready. And now how I can offer them? No, straight, yes, I will. So because the pots are not mine, they related to congregation, and we write our name. It is in the custody of Samani Pratibha Pragya. So you are also, we all are passengers in this planet, on this planet, and we are custodian for 70 years, 80 years, 100 years, but we are not forever here. And this is the main sutra of Bhagavan Mahavir. Know this truth, and when you know this truth, you will enjoy your things, and you will enjoy the giving. Is it clear?
Yes, Samji, that's right. That's what I just want to, spread to the kids to understand is that why, what exactly the main crux of aparigraha, which we do not follow. Because in the Pratikaman also we say that possession with the attachment is the main thing to get rid of.
Yes, and one good example I would like to give you, and from Gyanshala students, like those kids who finished Bhaktamar up to age of this, and then 25 slokas, then Smita, Prachi, and one more, I think 2-3 family, they given a voucher of £5, and still I have some voucher here. So Adhyatma he completed. So when he came here, we handed over one voucher to him, that you take this voucher because you completed up to 25. Then when he went home, he said, Mom, I got this voucher. Either I can shop something out of it, but my mind is thinking, if I can offer something to Samniji from this voucher, then she asked that Adhyatma want to give something from his voucher. Then they said, what do you need? Then I said, no, I don't need really anything. Then he said, no, he want to, and if there is a desire, so we should fulfill his desire. Then I said, okay, nowadays I'm getting a lot more cold and cough. So doctor told me, if you get some vitamin C, and the vitamin C is not given by the NHS, I have to ask somebody. So Adhyatma can buy for me a small packet of vitamin C, and he offered us vitamin C. So this is one example of Gyanshala student, how
Big
they...
Mahara. Very
Big,
nice, Undami.
that's what.
Oh,
Oh,
Mahara.
Because Adhyatma is not earning, just he got this prize, and out of his prize, he said vitamin C for me. And I also moved that, oh, how he got this idea.
Yeah. Vandami, I didn't cover Samnijis in this Mahavrat. Would you briefly be able to explain to them how you follow? Like you won't practice Mahavrat because you have not yet taken Diksha.
Yes. You know, 3 terms, Vrat, Anuvrat, and Mahavrat. So the Anuvrat means, Anu means small vows. So small vows are householders' vow. They have some openness in that scenario. And then there is Vrat. So taken vrat, and we fall in the category of vratas. But Mahavrata, great vows, have less openness and less relaxation. They have totally like water type, uh, water tight scenario. So nothing is opened there. They have to follow a strict line. But we have some relaxation, like while traveling is violence, because when someone travel, then prithvi kai, up kai, if the water is falling or rain, tejas kai, because the fuel is burning, and Vayukai, when the car or train or plane go in the fast speed, then they hurt the air also. So Prithvikai, Apkai, Tejaskai, Vayukai, and also where there is most of the time water and greenery might be not visible, but the subtle greenery is inside it. So all living beings get hurt in the travel, and that's why monks and nuns throughout their life, as much as they can walk, they walk, and after that they stop. And but we summonees have this relaxation from the day one, that traveling by train, by plane, by car, and by bus is open to us. So similarly, in vows, we have some relaxation. But if a monk is very ill, he's in a very remote area, and we have to take that monk to from village to city, or we travel, the monk travel, then they have to pay back through the atonement and sometime charitra ched, the age of their ascetic life cut down. So that is cheda charitra. And several types of other atonements are there. But for us, it is open. And from the day one, Acharya Tulsi thought that Jainism never went beyond the boundaries of India. And now it is time. Forget about the greater India, when China, some part of China, part of Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, all was in the greater India during the Magda time, during the Gupta period. So it was greater Magad or greater India. But now the map of India is very, very restricted. And then he thought it would be better to start a new cadre, because he got an invitation from Pope Paul to attend a conference in Vatican. Then Gurudev said, no, I can't come because I walk barefoot. So I just narrate a joke. Then what the officials wrote, you can walk, Mr. Tulsi, in the plane. Don't sit, just you walk and you can reach to our country. But he said, no, I don't use the vehicles. So this was the rule of monks and nuns. And therefore, he said, we should start a new cadre. And this Saman cadre was started by Acharya Tulsi in 1980. And that's why we have less vows and we are able to travel worldwide.
Thank you, Vanda. Children, do you have any more questions regarding the 5 vows?
Vandami, I had one question, and although I know we are over time, I just thought maybe one line of explanation by you might help. So I had this question. If we see Samnijis or Tera Panth or Bais Panth, they wear Mupati, which is like according to the Ahimsa Dharma. But then if we look at the Digambar Jain Pratha, they don't wear Mupati. And so how do you actually differentiate? Because they both are following this Ahimsa Mahavrat, but the followings in Tera Panth or Bais Tola is completely different from that in Digambar Jain Pratha. So how is it the case?
Yeah. About Vayukai, there are bit different type of understanding. Vayukai means air-bodied living being. So in Jainism, there are many different sthapanas. So they believe that we can hurt them, and therefore they don't use. And in the Digambar tradition, there is no mean of mukhvastra because they don't use clothes. They don't use total body. They practice nudity. So dik ambar, dik means disha, ambar means cloth. Disha itself is a cloth like for them. So they don't have any cloth. So they don't use this one thing. And Mandir Margi, Deravasi, they keep mukhvastrika in hand, but not so strictly that keeping in front
Oh,
of
you
mouth.
oh,
Yeah, sometimes they keep like this and speaking. So depend. And Sthanakvasi and Terapanthi, we tie mupatti like this is my mupatti. And here, so we strongly believe the air inside is hot air and outside air is cool air. So air itself became a weapon for the outer air, and therefore we use mupatti.
जी बंदामी.
Om Arham, Mangal Path kar de?
जी
And nowadays, Bhaktamar learning class is 5 to 7 because sun is down, and for during this vacation, we would like to do Bhaktamar 5 to 7, and those kids, they learn by heart. We invite them for teaching, so they should not forget. And it is also light a lamp and lit another lamps. So diye se diya jalate chalo. So parents be aware 5 to 7 Bhaktamar class.
Thank you, Andami.
Bhaktamar learning, and many teachers and many people they supported, and any new kids they want to join from the beginning they can join. Mangal Path. जुड़े हुए हाथ, fold your hands in prayer pose. Close your eyes gently. Namo Arhantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayiryanam, Namo Uvajjayanam, Namo Loye Sabba Sahunam. Eso Pancha Namokaro, Sabba Pavapanasano, Mangalanam Jasabbesim, Padmang Havai Mangalam. चत्तारि मंगलम अरहंता मंगलम सिद्धा मंगलम साहु मंगलम केवलिपन्नतो धम्मो मंगलम चत्तारि लोगुत्तमा अरहंता लोगुत्तमा सिद्धा लोगुत्तमा साहु लोगुत्तमा केवलिपन्नतो धम्मो लोगुत्तमो चत्तारि शरणं पवज्जामि अरहन्ते शरणं पवज्जामि सिद्धे शरणं पवज्जामि साहु शरणं पवज्जामि केवलपन्नतं धम्मं शरणं पवज्जामि ये चार शरणा सगा और सगो न कोई जे भव्य प्राणी आदरे अक्षय अमर पद होय सिद्ध साधु प्रणमी करी ऋषभादिक 24 स्तवना करूं प्रमोद धरी जय जसकर जगदीश जय जसकर जगदीश जय जसकर जगदीश. One more information. Today we started learning Sanskrit with Jain prayers. So Atma Raksha Kavach, and 10 students enrolled, but still I request any parents, still they want, if they missed not get proper information or anything, because Jaysri is a brilliant teacher, and during this 12 days course, your student, your son or daughter can learn Atma Raksha Kavach, and also very good Atma Raksha Stotra, and it is a part of enriching Jainism, part of JV Gyanshala. So JV Gyanshala organized this course under JVB, and the teacher is marvelous. Yeah. So still, if you think, because this is introductory class today, so anybody still wants, please send your name and interest. Om Arha.
कृतज्ञों में हम सब आपके आभारी है कृतज्ञों में हम सब आपके आभारी है कृतज्ञों में हम सब आपके आभारी
न्यूज़ की हम सब आपके आभारी है
Om
न्यूज़
Arha.
की हम सब आपके आभारी है
So kids, don't forget, still you have a chance to enroll for Sanskrit classes. Don't leave it. It's just an hour and it can enlighten you so much, gives you a right pronunciation to your prayers and increase your memory power. Sanskrit has the key to increase your memory power. It's always good to be bilingual where you can read two or different things. So again, have a thought over it. It's amazing. I've put more details on there. If any of your mummies have any issues, they can call me directly or any of the Gyanshala teachers. We can assist them through it. And till we meet, once again, have a magical Christmas, bacha log, and a happy new year. So we will see you in the new years. Yes, Rashmi.
Announce we are all meeting again on 9th of Jan for our next Gyanshala. Till then, we have a Christmas break.
Also, on New Year, we are going to do musical Bhaktamar Smaran. So any kids, they play any instruments, or sometimes the kids are not playing, but the parents playing. So kids can sing the Bhaktamar, and those who are just finishing. So please do a bit more effort in during this vacation period and make it really successful Bhaktamar. So yeah.
What time, Vandani?
Huh?
What time on 3rd?
No, 3rd we have International Samayik Day. International Samayik Day.
No. So what time we will have this Bhaktamar for kids?
Bhaktamar for we start with New Year. So
yeah, no, time.
Time like you need New Year. How when New Year starts?
31st December at 12 p.m. Vandami.
12 p.m. is gone. Then 1 minute with like first I do big Mangal part, so it will take a bit more time, and after that we start. So Bhaktamar we can do 12 to 12.
Okay, Vandami.
Okay, Vandami.
So get ready. Who can play? Who can musical Bhaktamar?
Okay.
It's a very good opportunity, kids. If you are not good at it, practice. We still have time.
Yes. They can like someone is playing guitar or sitar or tabla or anything or harmonium. So it is extra. And I already get some name and some are getting ready. From Gyanshala, Arana given name. Then this, I think, Jenny Shah. And I motivate everybody. So here openness, either parents playing or kids playing, or sister or brother can play. And Soham and Reem is also playing. Many name. I think I have a long list. Because we are making musical Simran, musical Bhaktamar Simran. And on 3rd, we have International Samayik Day. So I request again, Gyanshala, please be with us, join us for the International Samayik Day.
Thank you, Vandami.
Anything, Rashmi?
No, that's all. Thank you, Vandami.
Oh, madam.
Vandami Namamsa.